Hey, you're listening to M.C.R.O Radio Podcast with Melissa.
And Richard.
So, guys, it's our second episode.
This is take number 3.
Yes, take 3, because the first time we had some technical difficulties. And then the second one, I don't know, we were just too tired. We kept going off topic to another episode. So, take 3.
Take 3. What have we been up to?
Alright, so back in February, we went on a Niagara trip, and we had a great time. The whole point of the trip was Richard gave a present, as a present to both sets of our parents, 2 nights in Niagara to interact.
Dinner.
And dinner.
And I think everything went great.
So did I. I find... my dad's still talking, my parents are both still talking about it and how they've had such a good time.
Yeah.
So.
I think everything went great. I think everyone had a really good time.
Your parents had a good time?
Mm-hmm.
I think it went really well. It was very positive. Nothing bad happened. There was no negativity. There wasn't any weird friction or...
No, everything went great.
Yeah, everything flowed really nicely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we started off the weekend. I mean, we checked in the hotel. First thing I did, I'm sorry, I got Arby's.
Yeah, you did. Uber Eats that shit to our hotel.
Skip the dishes. Uber Eats didn't have it.
Oh, skip the dishes, sorry.
Yeah.
Mind you, their skip the dishes is way better out there than it is here.
It was there in half hour.
Yeah.
I ordered something on Skip the Dishes in Toronto. You're lucky.
Leaving the bar in Toronto. So at 2 o'clock.
Leaving a bar at 2 o'clock in the morning.
It gets to you at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's not even 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Drive.
But yeah, no, I had a nice hot roast beef and cheddar from Arby's.
You fucked up where you ordered.
I know. I ordered us both one of those, and I thought I ordered a second one for us as well each. And turns out it was just a roast beef sandwich.
No cheese.
No cheese. The cheese is the best part of those sandwiches.
And no nothing on it.
Yeah. Whatever.
But there was a lot of meat on that.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember getting that much meat at Arby's.
You said the same thing the last time, too.
Yeah. I don't ever recall seeing that much meat ever on an Arby's sandwich.
And those curly fries?
Oh, they were so good. You ordered a large, and I was like, oh.
No, those were a medium.
A medium?
Yeah.
Damn, that was a big thing of fries then.
But I mean, we're close to America, so.
America.
I mean, the guy did complain. The Skip the Dishes driver. He was really cool. He was really nice about everything, but he was like, "Oh my god, I couldn't believe how long I had to wait in this fucking Arby's."
Dead ass.
He goes, I was there for 10-15 minutes. And I agree with him because I was following him on the phone, and I knew it wasn't too far away from the restaurant.
It's 10-minute drive away.
It's not even that. I think it's about 8 minutes because it's just up the street. But it was cold that day, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to walk. And he told me, he goes, I waited 15 minutes, and, I was wondering if maybe the restaurant was busy. He goes, no, there wasn't anyone in there.
Really?
Yeah. I think they waited till he got there, and then they made everything.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. Honest to God, that's insane, but hey.
Yeah, so I think we just stayed in the first night. We got some pizza, hung out.
Yeah, we got Domino's, and normally I don't like Domino's, but I really like the Domino's there.
Yeah. Well, my thing that I've been doing is easy on the sauce.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I love doing that pizza that way because it doesn't mess with my stomach after.
Yeah, I think because there's a lot of acid in their sauce. But it's weird though because you're Italian and you're used to eating tomato sauce.
Yeah.
How is it that sauce from a pizza place can fuck up your stomach?
I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't know what it could be, but yeah, no.
Especially when you make your sauce on your own,
I love doing my own sauce.
I know, it's so fucking good.
My sauce when I do it with some nice sausage and garlic.
Oh, it is so good.
And I let it cook for a few hours, so then you can
Could you imagine that on pizza? If you thicken that up just a little bit.
Oh no, that's what I do, but I don't. I'll make it for you one day.
Yeah, do that, please.
Yeah. So and then after that we took a nice hot bath.
We argued about. Okay, hold on. Before we did that, we argued about getting pineapple on our pizza.
Oh no.
You know what I read today? Okay, listen. You know what I seen today? People got peas and mayonnaise on their pizza.
Ew, that is so gross.
Us pineapple and non-pineapple people need to fight these people.
Yeah, no.
Because that definitely does not belong on pizza.
No,
Could you imagine? I love peas, and you know I love peas.
Yeah.
Could you imagine getting that on your pizza?
No, no.
That'd be gross.
Yeah.
Ew.
I don't know, that's really gross. I mean, I've had corn on pizza before. That one was really good.
No, like I can't even imagine having corn on my pizza.
Yeah, it was chicken and corn and garlic.
Okay, then maybe. But if it's like a red sauce, then
Yeah, it was
no.
corn, chicken, garlic, and onions, and it was really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that with like a pesto sauce,
Yeah,
like a green sauce.
It was from Panago Pizza. They were really good.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about Panago Pizza.
Yeah, I had them when they first started rolling around in Toronto, like way back when, and no, I thought they were good.
Lucky, I've never had them before. I've always wanted to, but
Maybe we'll invest in this some.
is it better than pizza aioli?
No, God no.
Oh no. So
No.
then maybe I don't know, and maybe I don't want that then.
Yeah, no, the
Because
pizzaiola.
I have like high pizza standards now.
Yeah, the pizzaiola, or if you get like Milano's pizza, is like, oh my God. There used to be
I
down.
like Pizza Nova.
Pizza Nova's good.
Pizza Nova, I think, is like high class pizza.
Um,
It used to be like a high class restaurant in my neighborhood.
there used to be downtown. They used to be everywhere. They were on every street corner. There used to be a place.
Mama's Pizza?
Yeah, it was Mama's Pizza. No, it wasn't Mom. Was it
Mama's Pizza was famous for the pizza on a stick at the CNE.
No. It wasn't Mama's Pizza. It was something else, but it was like a similar name. You go in there, and it was literally like you ordered a slice, and it was $3, but it was like a quarter of like an extra large pizza. It didn't fit on a plate.
Yeah.
And I remember.
You remember the days where they would do that? They don't do that anymore.
No. Like, I remember going in there when I was like 17, when I started going to concerts downtown.
Yeah.
And my go-to, it was a sausage and pepper pizza. And
really?
you know how I like cut up my sausage and dump them in the sauce?
Mhm.
That's basically like the size of their sausage that they would put on pizza.
Really? That's crazy.
And it was so good. And then slowly, like, they'd start closing down one by one. And for the life of me, I want to say it was Mama's Pizza, but I don't think it was.
If it's Mama's Pizza, there's very few left.
Yeah. There's actually one not far from me.
Really?
Yeah, there's one over near, in between Kipling and Islington Station.
Oh, wow. Maybe we gotta go then.
Yeah. I mean, it's that one's okay. But I mean, if you're going to be in that area, there's a Pizzaiola that's not far from there.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. And I mean, if I'd rather have one or the other, and then there's also Milano's that's right by Kipling Station.
So good.
Yeah. That one you don't have to ask for their pizza well done, because when it's
they
delivered,
know how to do it.
Yeah, they know how to make pizza, and it's really good. And
El Paisano's is really good too.
Yeah, they cheaped out on their produce though.
I like it.
Yeah. Like they used to be amazing, and I don't know. It's maybe they changed some stuff with the recipe. Maybe an owner changed, a supplier changed.
It's probably a supplier change.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it was something to save some money, but for me, it's just not the same. Like I remember when my grandfather was still alive, they would order pizzas for everybody. Mm-hmm. There'd be like 25, 30 people, and my grandfather used to walk into the place, and he used to know he was good friends with the owner. And so he'd walk in, and I want 6 or 7 pizzas. They'd make it for him. They charge him for 2.
Deadass. That's amazing.
Yeah. And they go, no. I'll charge you for 2. You take the rest of them with you. Even when it was my grandfather's, I think it was his 70th birthday, and they had a huge party in the backyard. Everybody showed up. There was hordes and hordes of people. The owners of Il Paesano found out how many people were going to be there, and the owner personally came over. I remember coming over from work, and there were trays of chicken cutlets and like my grandmother's homemade pizza, And then I look down, and there's 6 party boxes of pizza. And I looked at my grandmother. I go, "You're insane. Why did you do this?" She looked at me. She goes, "No." She goes, "The guy from Il Paesano, he bring it to us."
Oh, wow.
He goes, he heard it was my grandfather's birthday, and he personally walked them over. He didn't drive.
Damn.
It's like about
It's like a 10-minute walk.
About a 10-minute walk to my grandparents' house, and he personally walked them to their house.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, when you hear things like that, like, that's just amazing. That just goes to show you, like, how strong your grandparents' community is. And how, like, good, like, patrons are with the owners of businesses. And how good the owners are with their patrons and stuff like that. And I love hearing that kind of stuff.
But yeah.
Absolutely love hearing that kind of stuff.
Hey, we're getting sidetracked again.
Oh, yeah, we are. We always talk about pizza.
Pizza, food.
What else did we do in the falls?
We took a nice bath. We used some nice bath bombs.
Yeah, we did.
Well, a bath bomb. What was the one that we used? Was it the blue one, right?
We used the blue one night, and I think we used a green one.
No, we didn't use the second one. I think we only used the one.
Oh, bummer. Well, the blue one. We got it at Christmas market at one of the booths. It was a girl was selling homemade bath bombs, and it was really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It smelled amazing. It turned the water blue.
Mm. It smelled like lavender and fresh linens.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing.
It smelled like fresh linens. I think that's why we got it. We got very subtle scents. It was good, though. I loved it. I had a good time.
And then the next day, we'll talk about food again. We went to...
Cool Hand Luke's.
No, the breakfast place that we went to.
Oh, the Falls Manor. That was amazing.
Yeah, no, that was... My parents actually went there the night before. Went there for dinner.
And they liked it.
And they loved it. And they went back there. Well, I mean, they didn't really have a choice, but we decided to go there for breakfast in the morning. And I mean, it was great. It was really good.
I thought they would have went to Swiss Chalet, though. I'm not going to lie, because that's your mom's favorite.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but, I mean, she does it when she's at home. I mean, they're away. Go somewhere different.
Yeah, that's true.
And my dad said, he goes, there were a lot of cars parked out front, and they have to be doing something right for that many cars to be there.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes...
A lot of the locals go there, too, I heard.
Well, that's where my dad judges whether or not that he wants to go to this restaurant or that restaurant, is how many people are waiting outside, like how many cars are outside. Mm-hmm. Does the restaurant look busy? Because ultimately, you don't want to drive past a restaurant and, there's 2 cars. There's nobody.
Like Dundas Street Grill?
Yeah, it's so gross. Ew. You go to the grill on the Queensway? Oh my god. Yes. And we're not getting paid to say anything from them. But, oh my god, their food there is incredible. You do not leave hungry. The prices are amazing. Their breakfast is insane.
I'm really sad that they got rid of that mac and cheese grilled cheese, though.
We had that, I think, on a drunken night. Just randomly one day, and it turned out to be fucking awesome.
Dipped in gravy. That was because we went through a gravy phase where we ordered gravy with everything we got.
Yeah.
Anytime we got fries, we ordered a side of gravy and literally dunked that whole thing in gravy. Yeah. It was amazing.
So
for supper in Niagara.
Well, hold on. I mean, there was still well, yeah, we went to Cool Hand
Luke's and for supper.
We didn't talk about what we did before we got pizza, though, the night before.
Oh, do we really want to talk about it?
I mean, it happened. We might as well talk about it.
Look, we went to the arcade.
Okay, well, okay,
we went to the arcade.
Hold on. Let's start.
Here's actually what we did.
Hold on. Let me start from the beginning. We decided to walk down to the falls, and as we were leaving the hotel, it was so cold.
It was a fucking freezing.
Not only was it cold, it was windy, it was snowing. Like, you couldn't see 10 feet in front of you. It was so bad. Mm-hmm. So we started walking down. And we got to a point where there's a Tim Hortons there. So, you know what? Hey, let's go in there. Let's go warm up. I picked up a coffee.
Olive oil made your coffee.
Yeah, no, yeah. That was a really good coffee.
She made a good coffee. She looked like olive oil from Popeye, but a very pretty olive oil. Like, yeah. Definitely way prettier than olive oil, but, like, could have been olive oil's, like, pretty daughter.
Yeah. So from there, and the Tim Hortons is kind of like the halfway point. And then as we left the Tim Hortons, once you start going down the hill,
there's an arcade.
There's an arcade there, and so the wind picked up a little bit, and I said, you know what, let's just go in here for a minute.
That was on the way back from the water. We went.
Was it on the way back?
Yeah, because we kept going. We're like, no, we're not going in there. And we both said that we weren't gonna go in.
We weren't gonna go in
there.
there.
So we went and we checked out the water. It was beautiful. We were the only people down there, basically.
I mean, we got down there. The falls were frozen over. It was too cold. Nobody wanted to be down there.
Mm-hmm. Nobody wanted to be out. Like,
I mean, it was nice because it was almost like we had the whole falls to ourselves. Everything was frozen over. It was lit up. Yeah, I mean, you can go during the daytime to go see the falls, but realistically, you don't want to go there during the daytime. The best time to go is at night when everything's lit up. I like going
during the day.
Yeah.
But only in the summertime.
There's just, in my opinion, there's just too many people.
But it depends what time of year you go.
Yeah.
Because even at nighttime and in the summertime, it's busy.
Yeah.
That's what you have to remember is, like, depends on the time of year you go. It depends,
Yeah.
on the weather.
But also why I like going this time of year as well.
It's cheap.
It's cheap, and I don't get bit by mosquitoes when I'm down by the water.
I know. Those damn mosquitoes.
Not gonna lie.
Those damn mosquitoes.
Not gonna lie, I don't miss being bit by the mosquitoes. This is why I kind of like this time of year.
Have you hang around with me? Because you don't get bit as much.
No, I still get bit.
Not as much. They hate me.
Yeah.
They'll land on me and then they just like fly away.
Yeah.
They don't even try. They're like, fuck this. This bitch is too salty. She's too zesty. Yeah. We want sweet blood.
Yeah, and that's why they love me.
Because you're just so sweet.
I'm so sweet.
You're so sweet.
But yeah, so we hung up by the falls for a bit, and then
like literally 5 minutes, and then we fucked off.
Yeah, it was just too cold.
It was like, ooh, it's cold.
Like it was cold enough that if you were there for more than 5 minutes, you had icicles hanging out of your nose.
Yeah, like we breathed in, and there was ice in your nose.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
It sucked. So, anyways, we went back up Clifton Hill. And then we walked by the arcade, and we were like, okay, let's warm up for a little bit. Okay, lo and behold, like $100 later.
We were like, no money's being spent in here. No money's being spent in here. And you see the lights in the games and everything going off, and you're just like, fuck. You want to play some games?
Yep, pretty much. $100 later.
Yeah.
We ended up with 13 tickets.
Yeah.
And we came out with 3 prizes.
Yeah.
Well, we had a great time.
I mean, we were playing that the dump truck game.
We were playing a lot of coin pusher games. That's what they are. It's like more so like coin pusher games, and that's what I prefer. Like when I go to the arcade, I'd prefer to play those because they're so easy.
Well, some of them are easy. Addictive. Well, but here's the thing, especially the dump truck game. Those games are a game of skill. It's not a generated. It's a crane that can pick something up. But if it's not ready to pay out, it's not ready to pay out. Those games, especially like the dump truck game, it's really based on timing and skill.
Mhm. And you were really good at it. You're really good at those kind of things.
Yeah. Well, once you catch a pattern on how something moves, then you can almost like memorize how these games are played out.
Your smoke pack guy's staring at me. I'm gonna move him, okay?
Yeah, sure.
His name is Leroy, and he has a hole in his throat. I'm covering him. He looks mad.
Leroy.
His name is Leroy.
Jenkins.
He has a hole in his throat.
Oh my god. I can't believe I just remembered that.
What?
Leroy Jenkins.
Huh?
It's a video game reference.
Oh, okay, good. I don't know it, so it's all good. So our next big trip, hey Rich?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Heavy Montreal.
Heavy Montreal.
As you've seen on our Instagram page, if you follow us, if you don't follow us, at M.C.R.O Radio, all one word.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
We have a countdown for Heavy Montreal.
Yeah.
We were probably one of the first people to see Slayer leaking that lineup.
Honestly, we were, after Slayer accidentally... Not
you
accidentally.
Don't know how accidentally it was.
Released the lineup. In my opinion, we were the first media outlet to push out the lineup. You heard it here first. Well, second, technically.
We posted that shit. We reposted that a lot. Well, I don't think we were like, no, because there was somebody else that had it before us.
I don't know.
Express Magazine or something.
Well, there was Exclaim, but
yeah, Exclaim Magazine.
Exclaim was more so saying
like they confirmed it for us that Slayer actually did it.
Yeah, people
we
said
waiting.
People said, oh no, they didn't do it. I go bullshit. I had screen captures of dates and times that Slayer posted it. Like you can't argue that.
Nope. And your friend even said that it was fake.
Yeah, I had someone come to me.
I remember that.
I had someone come to me on Facebook and was like, no, why'd you post that? That's fake. That's not going to happen.
Lo and behold, like literally a day later.
It was funny. The very next day, he goes, oh, these people aren't going to be here. Slash isn't going to be here. Slash confirmed a date on his Facebook page that he was going to be in Toronto the day before, which basically guarantees, like, if you're in Toronto one day, I mean, Toronto to Montreal is about a 5-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you've got a bit of a lead foot, you can probably push it to 4.5 hours.
Maybe.
But yeah,
401 sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends, because these guys will be traveling at nighttime too, right?
I know, but still, the 401 sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going. We have the lineup. You guys probably have already seen it. Like, we've had this on our page for quite a while now.
Yeah, I mean, we had the Slayer. Slayer's the headliner.
Slayer and Ghost are headlining.
Yeah.
Then there's Godsmack, Evanescence, Slash, and Miles Kennedy, Anthrax, Steel Panther, In This Moment, Killswitch Engage, Clutch, Gamma Ray, Beartooth, Hatebreed, who we're seeing in April, that I got for Richard for his birthday.
Thank you.
Skillet.
That's the day after WrestleMania.
It is. Atreyu, Quiet Riot. I don't know who this is. Like, can you read that?
Watain. They're a local Quebec, Montreal death metal.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Cataclysm.
Despised Icon. Municipal Waste. Metal Church. All That Remains. I actually really like All That Remains, I'm not gonna lie. Fu Manchu. Beast in Black. Knocked Loose. Cancer Bats. I like them too, eh? Stick to Your Guns. Terror. Counterparts. Fever 333. Scalmole. Three Teeth. Metalachi. Is that what that is?
I believe so.
Galactic Empire. Mountain Dust. Dirty Honey. Heavy Mania is going to be there. Retland!
There's nothing goes better together
than heavy metal and wrestling.
Yes.
It's amazing. I'm not going to lie. These French-speaking wrestlers are hilarious. And it says and more. So, A+. So, honestly.
Well, you touched on, I'll give this quick story, that Cancer Bats is on this bill. I mean, I've seen them play 3-4 times. I mean,
I've never seen them before.
They're absolutely amazing. Great stage presence. But Alexis on Fire, before they got back together, their second last show, they didn't reveal who they had 3 Toronto shows, 1 show in Hamilton. The 3 dates in Toronto, they didn't release who the opening acts were going to be. Turned out that the one that I was going to was Cancer Bats was opening for them. And I had already fell in love with them and seen them like a month prior. But I was like, oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. And just before Alexis on Fire was hitting the stage, I ran out for a quick smoke, bumped into the lead singer, shot the shit with him, and I could just hear the music just about to start playing. And Liam, who's the lead singer, looked at me and goes, you better get back inside. He goes, you don't know if you're ever going to see this again.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So speaking of Alexis on Fire, they have made a comeback, as you guys probably already know. We were supposed to talk about this a while ago, have it released, but hey, technical difficulties and,
It's their first single in...
they released a new single, first one in 9 years, called Familiar Drug.
They teased
They teased the video.
And it was
fucking creepy. Like,
it was just ambient,
like a serial killer movie.
It was ambient noise. It was just a screeching noise, and it was done. It was like a 3-second video, but supposedly people analyzed it, and what they did was with certain software where they dissected what the sound was. They realized that embedded in the sound were numbers, and they found yes, and it lined up for a concert that was happening in Toronto. And so a handful of people went, not knowing what to expect, and 2 or 3 songs in, Alexisonfire walked out on stage.
Wow.
And this happened at Rec Room downtown.
Oh, wow, that's sick.
So they did a surprise.
Why didn't you go?
Well, I didn't know it was going to happen. I trust me, I would have been like, shit, I posted, shit, I wish I went. I don't even know who was playing at that show. It was just some random diehard Alexisonfire fans showed up, just hoping and praying, and I mean, the prayers were answered.
Damn, that's crazy.
It was this really small, tiny venue, and I think the one band was done their set, and the lead singer said, "Hey, we have a surprise for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexisonfire." And boom, they walked out on stage.
Damn, that's crazy.
I mean, they've already booked 2 Toronto dates, both of which, I know one for sure is sold out, which was great. Excuse me. Their very first Canadian date was Heavy Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I just absolutely enjoyed that show. I honestly can't say enough about this music festival, and enough good things about this band. They've always outdone themselves every single time I've seen them perform. I think the first time I seen them perform was at, well, it used to be the Molson Amphitheater.
Budweiser stage.
And I was 17.
Damn, was this when your parents like went apeshit on you for going to see a show and coming home at 4 a.m?
No, ironically enough, that was I went to go see Hatebreed.
Oh, that's so funny.
And that's where I have a lot of respect for them. So after the show was over, we were hanging around. No, because I was like 18 at the time. And that was the first time I really came home late. And it was always, hey, I want you home by 1. It was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just getting home. That's a funny story.
That's for later on.
Yeah, that's a story for another time. But yeah, no, there was a Canadian metal band out of BC. They're no longer around anymore, called 3 Inches of Blood. They opened for Hatebreed, and so I met the singer from 3 Inches of Blood, and then Jamie Jasta, the lead singer from Hatebreed, came over, and he goes, "Hey guys, how's it going?" I mean, there was 3 or 4 of us. It was a great summer night. He came over, yapped with us, met some of the original members from the band, and I've had such respect for them ever since. I honestly cannot say enough good things about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like still to this day. I mean, it's 12 years later.
Damn.
The first time I seen them perform, I must have been 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And then up until last year, that was the first time I'd ever missed their performance.
Mm-hmm.
That was 14 years, almost.
Damn.
Yeah.
And now you're going to see them again.
I get to see them twice this year.
So you're making up for last year.
Yep. I mean, I've seen him perform his solo projects. I remember it was a February concert with one of this lead singer's solo projects, and nobody showed up. It was such a bad snowstorm. City of Toronto and Toronto Police were saying, if you don't have to go out, don't go out at all. Like, it was one of those like 1.5 to 2 feet of snow. It was cold. Everything was blowing all over the place. None of the streets were plowed. But I mean, there were a few people that toughed it out. And for the 25, 30 people that showed up for that show, and the show was almost sold out, but it was impossible to get downtown. So for the people that braved it and actually went down there, I mean, they were in for quite the treat. It was basically like karaoke. They were playing requests. Yeah, no, it was great.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this festival. Like, you have no idea.
I
I
mean,
had a great time last year. Like, it was so chill.
I
We
mean,
basically sat in this one spot the whole time.
you're surrounded by water. You're on like your own little private island. It's
Remember that spot we sat in?
which
With, like, the...
where the hooded
the hooded cloak guys were there.
yeah.
It was sick.
Yeah, no, that was a great place to watch the main stage.
And you remember all the pictures we took with those guys? Sorry, I just smacked my mic. Did you hear that?
I did, but it's okay.
Was it bad?
No.
Okay, good. I was worried. I was worried that it was bad.
But yeah, no. You're basically on your own little private island. You're surrounded by water. If you wanted to go chill out away from everything, I mean, we had a great spot. You know, you hear the water brushing up against the rocks. It was just really calming.
Yeah, it really, really was. I had a bad trip though. I had like a bad high when I was there. Remember?
Yeah, we had those really nice like fruit cups while we were there.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite parts of the festival. Honestly,
it's not even. They don't only have shitty festival food.
Yeah.
They actually have like healthy food.
I mean, it was so great. Like you have vendors coming up to people and being like, "Hey, you know, $5 for this massive thing of blueberries."
Where it's like you go to the grocery store and like that would be like, you know, $5.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you making off of this? Like nothing.
Yeah.
But it was pretty clean festival too. Like it wasn't dirty. Like
the drinking water that we had even was like tasted clean.
Yeah, like it was really good. It tastes like Brampton water.
I mean, so I brought my like a hydration pack with me. It's basically a backpack with a bladder, so you can refill it with water, so you're not consistently running around and buying bottles of water. You know, it's just the one downside is they don't really have a policy for there's no real outside food, so.
Yeah, which kind of sucks because like when you want snacks, like say you want like a bag of chips, you can't like get a bag of chips.
But see, the one thing they do at this festival, and I really enjoy, is they allow ins and outs.
Yeah, so you can like leave and then, so like didn't we like, so what we did was we went to go see a band and then we left for a bit, had dinner and then went back.
Yeah.
For the end.
Yeah.
Do you remember my bad high though when we were watching Sleep?
Yeah.
So me and our friend Steve, fucking, we're smoking this joint that we smuggled into Quebec.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Because we were too paranoid to take it on an airplane with us.
Mm-hmm. And fucking, there's this guy standing in front of me, and then all of a sudden he starts swaying back and forth. And I'm like telling the guy, I'm like, stop it. Stop swaying back and forth. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. So I look at Richard, I'm like, Richard, I'm getting dizzy. He goes, why? What's wrong? I'm like, this guy won't stop moving. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm like, and he won't go away. Like, he just stopped there and started swaying in front of me. Like, I was like, is this really happening? Like, is this some bad weed or something? Like, what?
Yeah.
No, but it was actually happening. And then we went and, like, chilled out for a bit.
Yeah, no. We chilled over by the water. That was nice. It was...
Did we have a nap?
I mean, you took a nap. You fell asleep.
Did I?
Yeah.
Dead.
No, but it was... I think that was getting to you, and you needed to cool off for a minute.
I didn't even get the munchies. Like, that's how shitty it was.
Yeah, no, that's the worst, is when you have a bad high, like you get a bad trip, and then you don't get the munchies.
I hate when that happens, because then it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
But do you remember that we were sitting there listening to the Power Rangers band?
Yeah.
That was amazing. What are they called again?
Hammer... No, Glory Hammer.
Glory Hammer. Yeah, I really liked them.
They were like if heavy metal was like Power Rangers music.
It was amazing. Do 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 do. I don't know, like it sounded so good. That was amazing. I had a great time last year, and
yeah.
I'm excited for this year.
I
bought our tickets in the 4th tier.
We're bringing ponchos this year.
Yeah, we really are, because we got fucking rained out, and Richard got all paranoid that it was raining, and I was just like, it's only rain. And then it stopped when we got back to the hotel. The only shitty thing is like we were both wearing denim.
Yeah.
So you're chafing with wet denim.
We had to
because we have thick thigh problems.
Yeah. And
like
so
no thigh, like we have like no thigh gap.
No. So we ended up having to go to the laundromat the next day and drying off all our clothes.
Yeah, it was bad.
And our shoes.
It was bad. We honestly should have just like washed our shit instead and bringing back dirty clothes, but hey. But it made it an adventure.
Yeah.
Like honestly with us, like nothing ever goes smoothly.
No.
Like ever. Anything we do, it can't go smoothly. Like something has to go wrong. It's honestly like it just makes it so that we just know. Yeah. Like we just don't expect anything to go smooth anymore.
The universe just likes to fuck with us sometimes.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of fucking annoying after a while. It's like, hey, can you like fuck off and leave us alone?
Yeah, it's like there's some little kid with like a magnifying glass. And every so often he likes to chase us around.
Yeah. It's like we're ants.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
We're just like little bugs.
Yeah.
But hey, what held us together for like, what, almost 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure we would have got bored a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're going to this festival. I looked up the Quebec marijuana laws. They're the exact same as Toronto's. You can smoke it anywhere that cigarettes can be smoked.
And the good part is, they actually have government-run dispensaries.
Which is amazing.
Unlike Toronto. Well, we
don't have them here in Ontario yet. Like
yet is the key word. I think we're getting them very soon.
Yeah, but we were supposed to have them October 17th, and then we had an election.
Yeah.
Which kind of buggered that around.
Yeah. We had Rob Ford. Or Doug Ford. Doug Ford.
Rob Ford was a good Ford.
I didn't like either one.
I know, but he was the better Ford than Miss Ford. But hey, what can we do?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know who voted for him, but I know I didn't.
Well,
I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't really want to talk politics right now.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, something happened.
Yeah.
But, okay, on a better note, let's stop talking about that. Ew. I don't want to talk about that, but now that, but we are talking about Mr. Ford. So, in Virginia, they released a beer what was it, March 3rd? March 2nd or something?
It's coming up.
No, they've already released it.
No, it's not released yet.
Yes, they have released it. They've released it. It's a Lucky Charms style beer. Smart Mouth Beer of Norfolk, Virginia has released a Lucky Charms style beer called Saturday Morning. It's only available in Virginia, and it's meant for St. Patrick's Day. It's supposed to taste like the milk of your Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms, yeah.
Which sounds, honestly, I think that sounds pretty neat.
Yeah.
It is a 6.6% IPA. It's brewed with in-house toasted marshmallows and bulk dehydrated marshmallows. So I guess the Lucky Charms marshmallows would be the bulk dehydrated marshmallows. Yeah. Apparently you can buy You buy
them on Amazon. There's a guy that has, I guess, purchased a huge couple kilo bag of these marshmallows.
But why?
I don't know. I think the caption is FYI, you can order 100-pound bag of just the marshmallows. And is this guy holding this massive
bag of marshmallows, a garbage bag full of them, a clear garbage bag full? I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, that's smart. That's here in Ontario, they came out with what was it? Was it Whitewater Brewery? It's the one in Ottawa. I'm pretty sure they have a peanut butter stout.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
The only problem is I wish it was in a smaller can.
Yeah.
When they release the pint-sized cans, I get it. You're getting more beer. But I prefer the smaller can. It's a lot easier for me, it's a lot easier on your stomach, especially with a stout. I don't think you need a big beer for a stout.
Yeah. Well, there's
unless you're a stout drinker.
There's Founders that comes out once a year, and it's supposed to taste like pancakes and syrup.
Dead.
But
we need this.
Well, it comes out, and if you don't get it day one, you do not get it. It goes that fast because people will go around from store to store and just buy up everything that they have.
No.
Yeah, I remember
we need to find out when it's getting released.
I will find out for you.
We need to find this out so that we can buy it and try it. Cool.
Yeah.
But when we're in Montreal, though, they have this beer. It's called XO beer, and it's supposed to be like a cognac.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I kind of want to try it. I heard somebody was telling me about it the other day, and I thought that it sounded really cool. So I was like, next time we go, you can't get it in Ontario, so like, they sell it in the SAQ. So I figured we can go and try it.
Do you know that? So the water source for cognac, the eau de vie.
That's brandy.
No, it's also used in cognac. And the reason why the price of cognac and brandy keeps going up and up is because the water source is running out. Now, it won't be eventually in our lifetime, but...
It could be in our lifetime with the way how it's being produced. Yeah,
well, it's produced and consumed that the water source for cognac might disappear one day.
It could happen. Maybe not, though, because water does replenish itself.
But there's very specific water sources that they use for cognacs and brandies.
I know, but it could replenish itself.
It can, but unfortunately it's not.
It probably just won't, and it will. It'll just be at like a certain time. Like, do you know how Cape Town?
Mm-hmm.
Cape Town, South Africa?
Yeah.
They were almost in a drought. It's one of the richest countries in the world. Like, it's one of the major countries of the world. Like, They're like the Toronto of like South Africa. They fucking were almost in a drought. They're fine now. So, you know, it just takes... When it needs it, it comes.
Yeah.
Is basically how it is. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if anybody listening in Virginia, you want to give feedback on this beer, like...
Oh, please.
Please tell us how it is.
If anyone wants
this... Please tell us how we can get it in Canada.
If anyone wants to drive up and send us some beer, hey,
too.
I'm just saying.
Please. DM us on Instagram or Facebook, M.C.R.O Radio, even Twitter. I know Americans, you guys like to use Twitter too.
Yeah.
Not saying, that you guys don't use whatever, but I know that you guys communicate a lot over Twitter.
Yeah.
So
slide into our DMs.
At M.C.R.O Radio.
You can go ahead and slide into our DMs.
Yeah, you can gladly slide into my DM if you want to bring me some beer.
Yeah.
Which would be cool. Speaking of, okay. So, I read this. Canada's Wonderland has built a new roller coaster called the Yukon Striker.
Yeah.
It is the highest, longest roller coaster and soon to be the fastest. What the fuck?
I cannot stand.
Honest to God, what the fuck? I hate roller coasters. Why would you make something on like almost a 90-degree angle? Why would you have almost a 90-degree angle drop?
Yeah, no, I
for
can't.
A roller coaster.
Can't.
Like, I am sorry. Like, that is not safe.
I don't like going fast.
No, you really don't. Like, you move out of sloth space.
I don't like fast cars. I like the only guy in the world where it's like, I don't like fast cars. They're not safe.
No, it's not. Like, sometimes speed isn't always the greatest.
No.
But hey, for all you thrill seekers out there, enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, all these amusement parks are just competing with each other, and I think it's nuts.
The Six Flags, and I mean, it's no longer...
What's that one in Ohio?
I'm not sure. Is that the one with all, like, the wooden roller coasters?
It's all roller coasters. It's in Ohio.
I'm not sure.
My uncle was supposed to take us there, but he didn't, because once I heard it was all roller coasters, he said it wasn't going.
Yeah.
Speaking of my family, congratulations to my cousin Francis and his girlfriend Chloe on their new baby Claire.
Woohoo!
She's so cute. I don't know her details yet, but congratulations, guys. She's beautiful. She's a cute baby.
Nice.
Very cute.
Congratulations.
New addition to the family. And so we're starting this thing where we close our show with a Canadian segment, where it's like only things that happened in Canada.
Yeah.
Or things that are only Canadian made, or stupid things, like just quirky little things. So here's what I found. Here's our Canadian segment, eh?
Canadian segment, eh?
Canadian segment, eh?
The fucking hosers.
Send out the deadly deer rights.
Fucking right, eh?
Fucking right, eh, bud?
Oh, fucking right, bud.
Alright. So...
Fucking see the game last night? Fuck, shoot!
Easy. Calm down. Canadians consume more Kraft dinner, so like Kraft macaroni and cheese, per capita than any other nationality on Earth.
Yeah.
And I can see why, because it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking right, doggy.
You're fucking right, bud.
You're fucking right, bud. That was our Canadian segment. And that was our second episode.
It was.
It was. Thank you for listening.
That was fast.
That was fast. It doesn't even feel like we were talking that long.
I know.
That was great. Awesome.
Awesome.
Alrighty, well, thank you for listening, guys. This is M.C.R.O Radio closing out.
Fucking right, bud. Signing off. All right.
Peace.
Hey.